Thank you. These guys are too pretty for me. I am, before I start the jokes, can I ask you guys, do I look like that guy from high school that you paid money to eat stuff? Do I look like, I feel like do I look like that guy? I actually got told I look like Ed Sheeran today. It's fucked me up, right? A little bit, maybe like, if instead of writing love songs, Ed Sheeran just ate marshmallows. Like, I think, actually, if like Ed Sheeran like married Shrek, I look like Shrek Sheeran. I think that's what I look like. Which is good to be alive. I was at the mall today, binge watching People. Way cheaper than Netflix. Some guy got mad at me. He was like, "Dude, what's with all the shade you're throwing?" And I was like, "Dude, this is some kind of fat joke? I don't really know." He was like, "Not usually." I was like, "Damn it." Struck me again. I'm actually 350 pounds. It's not a real number to me. I don't believe it at all. Like when my doctor told me I was 350 pounds, I was like, "Are you sure?" Like I didn't believe him. Okay, to put it in perspective, 350 pounds, that is like 50 babies. Think about it. Just put 50 babies together in your head and think about it. That's inside of me, okay? That's a lot. And you know what's funny? That's not even true. It's more like 40 babies. But that's still way too many babies. That's 40 too many babies. That's way too many babies. You know, if you think about it, I'm only 150 pounds away from getting on cable TV. I don't know if you guys have heard of this show. Pretty popular show. My girlfriend watches it instead of talking to me, but it's pretty good. I like that. It's pretty fun. I don't know how I'm gonna get famous with this comedy thing. It's pretty nuts. Like, there's a lot of unwritten rules. Like, I don't know if you guys know this. You're not allowed to wear shorts on stage. Yeah, I was at a show in Chicago, and the producer got mad at me because I was wearing shorts because I'm very sweaty. I gotta wear them sometimes. And he was like, "Dude, that's so unprofessional. You're wearing shorts on stage?" And I was like, "You know what's unprofessional? You're not paying me. Whatever the fuck I want. I'll wear nothing." I actually just turned 30. Yeah, that's what it's worth. It's pretty good. Seriously, I've been in pain the whole time. Like, ever since I turned 30. Is that what it is? Like, 18 you can smoke, 21 you can drink, 30 you're just in pain till you die. Like, I think that's the whole shebang or whatever. I actually spent my entire birthday looking up causes of neck pain on WebMD. That's what I did. I didn't get wet, I didn't get lit, I didn't do any of that. Just looking up, and either I have meningitis, or I have a blood clot, or I got shot in the neck. Neck pain's a symptom, okay? Look it up on WebMD. Look it up. Pretty good. I still live with my mom because look at this shirt. Like, I didn't pick this up. Like, you guys get it already. I live with my mom because I'm in so much debt. Anybody else just like shit with credit cards? Like, I'm seriously in the Amazon Prime of my life. Like, that's what I'm in. I have so much credit card debt. I told my friend last week how much I had, and he got disgusted. He almost threw up. Like, in his mouth. It was nuts. He was like, "Dude, how do you live with yourself?" And I was like, "Pretty large. I got a lot of credit cards." You know? Pretty large. I had my credit card information stolen last summer, and I hated it. Like, it sucks. Anybody else? Like, it just sucks. You gotta deal with it. And it's like, they call it identity theft, which is weird, because I wouldn't be mad if they just stole my identity. Like, I'm 30 years old, I live with my mom, I have diarrhea every day, okay? Like, you can have my identity. Just let me keep my money. I need that. I need my money. There's Taco Bell to buy, and I have to be the one that does it. I'm a hero. I'm a hero. What was funny is that this guy, he spent $80 at Trader Joe's, then he went and spent $300 at Dollar Tree. First of all, who the fuck is this guy? Like, who is this guy? This guy doesn't make any sense. He needs an identity. Secondly, how do you spend $300 at Dollar Tree? Did he buy the Dollar Tree? What the? Yeah. Very confusing time for me. I was single. I hated being single. Anybody else? Like, really? Nobody wants to admit it. That's pretty cool. That's brave of you. I hated it. It was so boring. Being single is you just wake up and nobody gives a shit. Like that was being single for me. Like that's what it was. I was so bored with my life. I would call up the morning show just to see if anybody wanted me to be their father. Okay, that's where I was at in my life. It was pretty nuts. Like I lived with my mom. She was trying to give me pointers, and I didn't understand anything about girls in high school. Like I literally thought, like I didn't even understand makeup. Like let's boil it down to that. I didn't think eyeliner was a thing. I just thought girls had naturally fiercer eyes. Like that's what I thought. I thought some of y'all were tigers. I was scared that you were gonna eat me. I was very scared. I was like, Mom, they're gonna eat me. And my mom was like, that can be fun. And I was like, calm down, Mom. It's pretty nuts. Here, quick aside. My mom asked me to get her batteries last week, and okay, I didn't want to get her those batteries, okay? Like, I was like, I'm not getting you those batteries. I'm not getting you those batteries, Mom. And she was like, why not? All those years I bought you your Kleenex. I was like, oh! Damn it, Mom. Touche. What do you need? Double A or triple A? Double A or triple A? And then she said D, and I was like, holy shit! She showed it to me. I jumped up the wall like a kitty cat seeing a cucumber. I was fucking freaked out. So scared. I was single for quite a while. Pretty surprising, don't you think? I spent a lot of time at bars. I love drinking Miller High Life. Anybody else? I'm a Milwaukee guy. Like I love drinking Miller High Life. It's my favorite beer. But it truly is the alcohol. It's beer. If you think about it. It's the only beer that uses another alcohol to describe it, okay? Like, there's no other beer in that genre. It's not like it's Blue Moon, the Riesling of beers. You know, like, that's not an ad that you see. It's not like it's Strawberita, the Franzia of beers. Like, I'm excited for Steel Reserve. It's gonna be the Drano of beers. That's what, you had some? Oh, you know I had a few. One time, I had a girl approach me at a bar. All right, I feel like you don't believe the premise of this joke. All right, you know what, that hurts my feelings. You know, my jokes inspire hope. This girl, she approached me at the bar. She asked me if I came here often, and I just said no. You know, playing it smooth. You know, just said no. And then she said, "Well, want to buy me a drink? Keep me company? I hate drinking alone." And then I just said, you get used to it. I just stared at her for 40 years. And now we're married. That's how it works in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I was okay with being single for a while because I don't really like sex. And this is an unpopular opinion. But here's the reason. I am a really sweaty guy. And sex just feels like a slip and slide. And I don't want to do that, you know? I gotta stop telling people how sweaty I am, because I had a guy come up to me after a show a couple weeks ago, and he was like, you know what, Mike? Sweat is just a sign of a healthy body. And then I said, yeah? You want to see my naked body? He was like, God, no. I was like, that's the sign of a healthy body. Okay, get out of here, ponytail man. This guy had a ponytail. It was fucking weird. He's talking to me. I don't know if you guys are imagining it, but naked, I look like a peeled potato, okay? That's like just all like hard and lumpy. Like I look like I might be soft, but I am not soft, okay? I don't want anybody in these streets thinking I'm soft, okay? Hard in these streets. They call me Young Spud in these streets, okay? Mashed potatoes in the sheets or whatever the kids say. I don't really know. I don't talk to kids. I'm an adult. All right, despite that joke, I actually have an English degree. I do. Actually, English and philosophy major, and that gets the biggest laugh for family reunions. Like every time, it's okay. Don't worry. I actually got ruined by comedy. I know I got ruined by comedy because I actually graduated summa cum laude, and now I can't think of that phrase without thinking I'm a cum lauder. I can't. My brain has been rewired. I'm a smart guy. I'm going to prove it to you. I don't know if you guys know this, but it takes light, everything in here, light, 46.5 billion years just across the known universe. So really, if you think about it, who gives a shit if I'm late to work, okay? Like, who gives a shit? That was actually verbatim the last thing I told my boss at Becco before he was like, bye-bye. Like, that's fair, man. I love being late to work, though. It's my favorite thing. It's just, like, if you're late to work, that means you get to work less. Like, that's awesome. Like, who wouldn't do that? Foolproof. I actually got my first desk job, and they make you do weird stuff. I don't know if you guys have heard of Deskercise. Anybody? No? Okay. Well, Deskercise, okay, somebody, that's good. Deskercise, I do it every day, and basically, here's what it is. So instead of squats, you do dwats, right? Instead of push-ups, you do douche-ups, okay? And they're really the same thing. You're just making puns and doing this for 8 hours instead of your job. Like, that's all it is. But I have to do it. I have to do it every day because I'm really trying to avoid diabetes. It kills nobody every year. Thank you. I have a lot of useless information in my brain. I don't know what to do with it, so I'm going to share some of it with you guys. Have anybody here heard of Zeno's paradox? No. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. I just basically told you I was a virgin all 4 years of college right there, just by mentioning it. I'm gonna explain it to you, sir. Zeno's paradox, you understand that there's a distance between us, right? And now that distance between us can be divided in half, right? And now that distance can be divided in half, and then that distance can be divided in half, and a half, and a half, and a half, infinitely. So if you think about it, there's an infinite amount of distance between us, right? Sounds a lot like my relationship with my father, but I digress. Anyway, that's pretty interesting, but it doesn't make any money. It cost me 30 grand. What I did was I wrote Zena's paradox, and Zena's paradox states that the more episodes of Xena the Warrior Princess you watch, I think they know where it's going. The more episodes of Xena the Warrior Princess you watch, the further and further you are from ever having sex. It's a pretty ingenious thing. I'm waiting for my Guggenheim, but I'm not going to get it anytime soon. Oh, man. The worst thing about getting jobs are the interviews. I don't know if anybody else agrees. Like, you just lie. You just lie in interviews. That's what an interview is. Like, they don't have to ask you if for 5 years from now, where do you want to be? The only honest answer would ever be in a lake of money and never working again. That's the only honest answer. And don't lie to yourself or me after the show, okay? One time I had a really, really strange interview where I just used the phrase human being too much. Has anybody ever done this? It's pretty wacky. I kept saying things like, you gotta know how to talk to human beings, okay? Human beings like to be listened to. You gotta treat each and every human being as if they're a human being. And by the end of that interview, they didn't think I was a human being. Like, there's no way they thought I was a human being. You guys are really fun. I like it. I wish I made more money doing this. I really do. A lot of people think they can do it, and it's kind of tough. Like, last week I had a guy come up to me, and he said, give me $2. And I was like, why? And he was like, well, I'm going to tell you 2 jokes. And I laughed so hard at this guy. I was laughing so hard, because I was like, this guy thinks he makes money doing comedy. Like, that's insane. So I gave him $40, and then I was like, I'm using this on my next show, okay? It was really good. All right, guys, have a good night.